It had been a crazy day. Katie discovered that if you make a puddle in the sandbox, it sinks away. Orbie learned that you have to stand very still when a bumblebee likes your pink polka dots. And they both found out that inside an apple are the beginnings of a little tree that wants to be planted. It was a warm spring day. Mom told everyone that the day would be spent outside. As the family was planting pretty flowers, Dad kept looking toward the back of the yard. Finally, he told everyone to stop and think about how nice it would be to have a bird bath in the back. Mom thought it was a great idea, and soon they were off. At the garden store, there were all kinds of bird baths. Some were too big and some were too small and some were just silly. Katie and Orbie called and honked. They'd found a perfect one. Mom loved the shape and Dad loved the color. It would look perfect in the backyard. Orbie wanted to know where the taps were. As the store people loaded the bath into the car, Dad explained birds don't use soap and warm water. Most like the water the way it comes from nature. They just splash in it and clean their feathers. Dad told Orbie that it was fun to watch. He was sure they would get to see it as soon as the bird bath was in the backyard. At home, they discovered how heavy the bird bath was. With the whole family pulling, they couldn't even get it out of the trunk. Dad asked Yi Ping's father to help. That didn't work either. Although there was a lot of grunting, the bird bath didn't budge. Tom rode by on his bike, and Mom called to him. With Tom helping, it moved a bit, but it was still too heavy. Tom thought maybe Dad should just set it up in the trunk and leave it there. It would be the first moving bird bath. Dad laughed, and so did Mom, but nobody wanted to do that. Finally, Satch's dad came over to give a hand. He had a cart. If they could get it out of the car, his cart would take it around to the back. With a 1, 2, 3, the four men lifted the bath out of the trunk. They struggled and groaned, but made it to the cart. Satch's father pushed the cart, and Tom pushed him. Dad and Yi Ping's dad held one side each so it wouldn't tip over. Yi Ping, Satcha, and Andy all came over to see what the excitement was about. Even Chance jumped off the window to see if she could help. Mom told Dad to choose the right place because once the bird bath was off the cart, it would never be moved again. Everybody there agreed. When it was set up, Katie and Orbie had the job of filling it. It didn't take much water. When Katie looked in to see if it was full, she got wet. Mom offered all the helpers some drinks, and everyone sat down on the steps to admire the bird bath. It looked beautiful. Even Chance liked it. Chance walked around it a few times, and then she jumped right up. She was very surprised to find water in it and leapt right out again. She did look funny, and all the helpers laughed. Katie told Chance that it wasn't a cat bath. Chance licked her wet paws and seemed to agree. When all the helpers left, Dad pointed to a bird that he felt could possibly be dirty. Perhaps it would stop at the bath. Everyone watched it fly around the bath, but it didn't land. Dad and the family were disappointed, and to tell you the truth, so was Chance. Chance was hiding behind a tree nearby. Chance loved to chase birds. Dad thought they should all go inside. Maybe they were scaring the birds. From the kitchen window, Katie and Orbie watched the bird bath. No birds came. Chance did, though. Chance jumped up on the bath again. This time, she didn't let her feet go in the water and walked slowly around the edge. She took a little drink. Katie giggled because you don't drink bathwater, but Chance didn't mind. Chance was a cat. Chance jumped down and disappeared into her bush. Another bird started to circle. Katie told Dad that she was sure the bird would love their bathtub. Dad hoped so, and it did look promising. The bird circled, and then it lowered itself almost to the bath, but with a sudden swoop of the wings, it headed up to the sky and away. Dad went out and checked the bird bath. Maybe there was something left on it that was sending the birds away. When he examined it, he found nothing, just water and bath. Chance came over and helped Dad look too. She jumped up and surprised Dad. He told Chance that she was no help. Dad left Chance sitting on the edge of the bird bath and walked back inside. When he looked out the window at the bath, Chance was splashing the water out of the bath with her paw. That's when Dad began to understand. Chance thought the bath was for her. Chance was scaring the birds away. Mom was in the living room changing a light bulb. Dad, Katie, and Orbie walked in. Dad pointed out that they may have made a mistake with the bird bath. Mom looked shocked. There was no way that they were going to get the whole neighborhood over there again to take it back to the store. Dad didn't want to take it back. Chance loved it. Chance thought it was a cat bath. Mom said that was impossible. Cats don't like water. But when she looked out the window, she saw that Dad was right. Chance was playing in the bath. No birds were going to come near the bath with a cat in it. Birds and cats don't go together. Dad said he'd head back to the store for another bath. Mom groaned, but Dad promised he'd be able to handle it all by himself. When he got home, he brought a little hanging bath. It hung from a tree. Dad made sure it was too high up for Chance. This time, Katie filled it and Orbie got a shower. As they started gardening again, a bird flew by and perched on the side of the little bath. They might have missed it, except that it enjoyed its bath so much that it sang a lovely song. Dad tapped Orbie, who tapped Mom, who tapped Katie, and very quietly, they all turned to look at the bird. It was wonderful to see nature enjoying itself in the backyard. And do you know that if you like to watch birds, you could make your own little bird bath at your house? And I'm sure, if you're quiet, a bird will visit you.
Did you know? Did you know? Did you know your stomach looks like this? It helps you eat your food, and that's called digestion. When you eat a lot, it stretches. Hamsters have 2 stomachs, and cows have 4.